What do I do if I don't feel like I'm being fed by the Catholic Church? Right now, thousands and thousands of young people are leaving the church. So many people don't feel like they're being fed. Obviously, there's something wrong. Obviously, it's abuse, it's scandal, it's maybe people feeling bored at church. I think there's three things that we can do that will keep us planted and rooted in the Catholic Church. And when people say like, oh, church isn't boring, you're boring. It's like, honestly, I know a lot of people that aren't boring. They just don't feel like they're being fed in the Catholic Church. So what do? Do you just leave? Do you become atheist? Do you go to another church? Do you church hop? Do you just not go to Mass? No, I think there's three things that we can do that will actually allow us to experience the love of God in a lot of different ways. The first way is to be able to ask questions in community about our faith. A lot of times we just leave stuff inside us and don't ask these questions because we're afraid people are going to judge us. We should not be afraid to ask serious, big questions. When I first came to my faith, when I was 18, I wanted to know the biggest questions I could. I would ask about the resurrection. How do we know that really happened? How do we know the Bible is really true? How do I know that the Catholic Church was actually founded by Jesus Christ? And listen, the more I sought out answers in community with people, the more I found answers. The second thing that I think is super helpful that we're not doing is seeking out answers through study, through prayer, through reading, through really studying our faith. Because listen, when you are dating someone, when you're falling in love with someone, usually the more you learn about them, the more you fall in love with them. That initial first date was probably awesome, right? But that continuous time of you being consistent with them, and the more you get to know them, the more you fall in love with them. You're like, oh my gosh, you love Topgolf and sushi? Me too! Okay, so the second thing, you got to learn more about your faith, because the more you learn, the more you will fall in love with God. And the third thing is having a personal prayer life. This is so crucial. All of my friends that I know that have left the Catholic Church or are no longer living out their faith, the first thing that goes is their prayer life. I know in my own life, I have allowed my schedule to determine that, what I'm feeling that day to determine if I should pray or not. And that is not the proper way to live. We are not made to live by our feelings. My life would be way more chaotic than it already is. We were made to be consistent with God. And here's the thing, even just giving God 15 minutes a day and just putting the phone down, we're constantly scrolling, comparing, wondering what everyone else is doing, and we're wasting time, guys. Listen, life is so short. Life is so short. In the scriptures it says our life is but a puff of smoke. These are big questions. So start asking them in community. Start seeking out answers and start entering into a personal prayer life with Jesus. And I really believe He will give you the joy that is found in the Catholic faith. And guess what? It's not perfect. It's messy. But the joy that Jesus promised us, that full, abundant life, it's found in the Catholic Church. And you could find it there. If you do those three things, you start doing those three things today, and I guarantee you, you will experience the joy of the Catholic Church.